My name is Oliver Tefue, and I'm here to present on how you can use Unity software package to create a very lucrative and interactive 3D game. Yeah, so first of all, what you need is your Unity software, which is in the form of this icon. Yes, the black icon. Yes, so firstly you have to launch it. When you launch it, this is what it will ask you. So you can either add or create a new project. So in my situation, I'm creating a new project. So this is the project. So you just double click on the project so that it will launch. So after you have double clicked, it will load for some minutes depending on your network and how fast your machine is. Okay, so after you have created a game, this is how the game is going to be like. So the game is loading. Let's wait for some couple of seconds. So here come the game that I created. So this is how the game is being played. So you'll be able to move forward and navigate. There's an obstacle on the way that you can dodge. Okay, so that's the obstacle. So your border lines, everything, the road, you can move left, you can move right. The speedometer is working. So when you exceed the speed limit, the system will alert you that you have reached your speed limit. So that's the car moving. That's the car moving. So immediately you reach your speed limit, the system will alert you that you have reached your speed limit. So you should be very careful. Like anyhow, they make these cars with a speedometer. So we are come to learn how to create something like this. That's what we are coming to learn for today. So let's enjoy the lesson, and as you are learning and watching the video, if you have any problem, you can drop it at the comment section so that I'll see how I can help you address your issue. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Somebody will ask, what is the Unity software? Somebody will ask, you see, a Unity software package is just a program used to make video games. Yes, so this is a package that we use in making video game like what I've created. All right. So in a Unity package, we have some key components that as a user or as a game developer, you have to get yourself familiar with. So the first one is what we call the hierarchy view. So this is the hierarchy view where the pointer is. This is the hierarchy view. The hierarchy view. So this is the hierarchy view. Everything here is a hierarchy view. A hierarchy view. Yes. So the hierarchy view only talks about a list of all the objects in the scene. So the objects that you use in creating your games. So when you look at it, this is the object that me I used in creating my games. So these are all the objects. These are my objects. We have the border, the car class 2, the main camera, the directional light, the car gen, the simple retro, blah blah blah, the cube, the converse, the event system, the speedometer So these are the hierarchy that I used in creating my 3D game, video game, of course. Alright, so we also have scene view. The scene view just talk about the 3D workplace where you build your game. So the 3D workplace where you build your game. Yeah, so this is in 2D, but I've deactivated it, so it's now in 3D. So the 3D workplace where you build your game is what we call the scene view. We also have, so this is the scene view. So now it's in scene view. When I put it at the game view, you see. So this is the game view. This is the scene view. The scene view. Yeah. So the scene view, the 3D workplace where you build your game. We also have the game view. So this is the game view. I've put it on game view. So this is the game view. Alright. Let's come back to the scene view. We also have what we call the inspector. The inspector. So this is the inspector. The inspector only talks about the settings, or you want to change a setting of an object. So the inspector talks about how you want to change a setting of an object. So this object here, I can decide to change the settings here. You transform the object. That's the inspector view. Okay. So now let's come to the main project. The main reason why we are gathered here. Yes, so now setting up the project. First, you have to create a new project. Yes, start a new Unity project in 3D. Yes, so you have to create a project in 3D. Yes, so that's what I've created. Now, after you have created your Unity project in 3D, you have to identify a folder that we call asset folder. So the asset folder is just like a bag that you keep your items inside. So when you bring it to the view of game, it talks about all the folders that you created, your assets about the game, all the folders that you created. We are going to keep all those assets, the folders in the asset folder. So like the easy route. So when I open the asset folder, you see easy routes, editor, library, material, prefabs. So all the folders, all the scenes, all the things that I use, all of them are in the asset folder. So asset folder, you can say that's the universal folder in which we find other subfolders in it. Alright. Now you have to organize. So these are the things that I use in creating this game. Yes, so I use the easy roads I use the Figma, I use the Kajama rules. Yes, I use the Kajama rules. So at the right hand, the prefabs, the scenes, the scripts, the materials, the textures, the card generator, the scripts. Yes, so everything that I use to create this 3D game that you are watching, everything is being placed in the asset. Alright, so now for you to start with the game, for you to start with the game, you see, you have to firstly uh, make a road. You have to make a road. So this road that we are seeing, how do we make the road? Yes, so making the road, you have to get some. I just use a plane. So this place, you can just right click here, go to your UI. The UI simply stand for how do we call it? User interface. So coming, yes. So we use the 3D object, the 3D object to create the plane. So you take the 3D object here. So you take your plane. This is the plane. So after you have picked the plane, you get some let's see, some objects. As still at the 3D page, you get objects. You can use cylinder, you can use capsule, you can use sphere, you can use cube. So after you have gotten the object, then now you will now transform. The object. Yes, the object to be like a form of borders to the game that you are playing, so that your car will not somersault or fall out of the bound. What we are only talking about you creating a borderline in a road, so that your car will fall within the range that you want the car to move. Yeah, so creating that, you can use what we call the plane. The plane is just like the main let me see, the main environment or the main surrounding that your car will be moving. So after creating a plane, you go to the 3D object. Yes, you click on the hierarchy view. This is the hierarchy view. You click on the hierarchy view, you get your 3D object. The plane is here, the cylinder is here. So now these are the tools. Yeah, so this is the view tool, this is the move tool, this is the rotate tool, this is the scale tool, and this is the react tool, and this is the transform tool. So you use the scale tool and the transform tool to transform the cube to cover the margin of the plane, so that it will not move. So these are my borders. So that's the border for you. That's the border. So after you have gotten your border, you now add a terrain. So the terrain here, the terrain only talks about the I don't know. You see, when you are using the normal rules, the gutters, so that it will I don't know, it will shape the road. Let's put it that way. It will shape the road. Uh, it will it will it will it will shape the road. All right. So the terrain that we are talking here, it can be grass, it can be hills, anything around the road, So for me, I just use a glass. Yes, but before I use the terrain, I also put objects there. I put objects like the triangle there at the terrain, so that later I can add any other object that I want. So I go to the 3D. So everything that I'm doing, I use the 3D. So I use cylinder, no, I use triangle, transform the triangle to cover the bounds of the road. Yes. So now I have to set boundaries. So that the car will know the range in which it will be moving. It will not move far away inside. For no. So you have to set a boundary. So you have to add barriers like fences. So that's what I said, that to add barriers or fences, you have to firstly go to the hierarchy view. So everything that we are doing now, we are using the hierarchy view. So your hierarchy view, you go to 3D. You take maybe a cylinder, a sphere, blah blah. You can use all those things. You can use it, so that it will create a very nice barriers for you. Alright. So now we now have to import the car. You see, the car that you are seeing here nicely, I didn't create the car myself. I only imported it. It's very easy. For you to import it, you just have to get a car model from Unity Asset Store. So you just go to the site, Unity Asset Store. You search for the car. They are there, plenty. The cars. are there. The cars are there at the Unity Access Store. So the one that you like, you pick it. They are all online. Yeah, so if you go to your browser, you type Unity Access Store. My browser is launching. My browser is launching. So Unity Access Store, it has even come. Unity Access Store. Unity Access Store. So these are, yeah, so shop bundle. So we have a lot. So you just search whatever you want in 3D, in 2D, in audio, blah blah blah. They are here. Is that okay? So it's very simple. It's very simple. So I downloaded my car from the Unity Access Store. All right. So now I also from there, after downloading the car, making my routes. Yes, the road too. I also download it too. So this is the road. This is the road that I downloaded. Yes, this is the road that I downloaded. This is the road that I downloaded. Yes. So now you import the car. Yes. So after you have downloaded the car, you import the car. So in importing the car, you download it. You click on the car. Yes. And you move the car to your inspector panel, and you download it, and you drag and pull it there. You drag and drop it there. Yes. So you position the car. Now you have to, the road that you are seeing, also download it. So easy road. You see, when I open this file, you see they are here. They are here. Easy roads. Oh. So these are the roads that I downloaded. Yes. So for me to change the road, I can just move this thing, put it on the road. It will show. You see, it have show. So you can use Control Z to reverse whatever you are doing. Yeah, so I also downloaded the road. So after I've created my plane, I just drop the road on the plane to change the road. It's very simple. Yes. So now you add basic car movement. So for adding basic car movement, it's just script. Is these are the script? Yes, the script. So car control script. So I just went to Chat GPT online and type how to move a car in Unity package or with a Unity software. So they just gave me the code. I pasted the code, and that's it. Yes, I pasted the code. So this is how. So please hold on for a few seconds. So the code is loading. the code that is loading in is delaying that a bit. Let's just wait for some few seconds. It's almost done. So this is the code. So I just downloaded the code and I pasted it here. So that's the Visual Code Launcher. I'll let it wait so that I can minimize it and we continue. So I've minimized it. So that's the code. So you just go to ChatGPT, instruct the ChatGPT to give you a code to control your car. So you just paste it there nicely. You see, they have activated in the inspector panel. So now, adding basic car movement. Yes, so car controllers to make the car move. So you can use W or up. People also use A or D. So you instruct the car movement. You instruct it in your codes. Yeah, so now after you have done this thing, you have to follow it with a camera. Yes, you have to follow it with the camera. So this is the camera, obviously. So the camera will help you. So the camera will stay behind the car, so that you know. You see how it's showing. So it means that when you are playing your game, the camera will also show. The camera will also show. But when the camera is not rightly positioned on your game, it means that you'll be playing your game and the camera too will also be playing somewhere, which will make the game. Alright, so you have to attach the camera. So the camera is very necessary. So if you don't have camera, you can just come here. You can just come here. Click here. You click here. If you add camera, it will give you a camera. That's the very easy way to add camera to your game. Alright, so now after you have done with everything, you now test your game. You have to test your game. So after the process that I finish creating my game, I'll test it. So let's test it. So this is this is how I'm testing my game. So let's wait patiently whilst the game loads. Okay, so it's loading. Please, it's loading. You see, the Unity package is very huge, so you will not get everything on a silver platter. Sometimes you have to have patience for it to load. You have to have patience for it to load. So now I'm launching my game. So when you have any question, you can just drop it in my comment section. Yes. So please don't forget to subscribe, as we are still in the learning process. So you subscribe. If you have something to add in the comment section, if you have a question in the comment section. Thank you very much for your time. So let's play the game.